Well, I hope that Pan is having a good life in the afterlife.
So the old god is dead. It has come to this at last.
Well, I don't think anybody gets out of this alive.
Good, Gabriel, very good. There is only one true God, and all usurpers must be cast aside.
Faster, pussycat! Kill! Kill!
Can proceed to his final destiny. The Lord of the Dead is the most powerful of the Lords of Shadow. Gabriel will need every ounce of his being to defeat him. I worry for him, though. His mind is tired, broken even.
His mind is tired, broken even. Exit stage left.
Come, my friend. Just
Oh, boy, he sounds almost happy about this.
Okay, that's my new game theory. Zobek is Snagglepuss.
Heavens to Murgatroyd! It's Gabriel, even!
Alright, well, welcome to the land of the dead. We weren't in the land of the dead before, we sure are now. Nice big double jump to start things off.
Nothing like starting a level stuffed in a crack.
Yep. So, again, lots of platforming. We don't have that many proper levels left, so this is at the point where the game tries to get a bit more platforming heavy. Although we are going to get a new enemy.
Mummies.
It's a zombie. It's the old-fashioned Castlevania zombie. You know, they wait until like one of the last levels in the game to introduce it. Well, here it is. It's you know, they're just standard fare. They come at you in waves. You can grab them to kill them instantly.
So Castlevania fodder.
Yep. Very standard Castlevania fodder. They're basically only a threat in groups. And even then, just barely. Nope, not going to be able to make that. Speaking of groups of zombies.
Hi, Zambos. Oh yeah, okay, so they do come in significantly sized groups.
Yes. And holy water does wonderful things against them.
I do love the classics.
Nice and quick tilt throw against them. If you just want to cut the crap and go right to their jugulars.
Short, sweet, and to the point.
Yeah. This is not actually the right path. There is a collectible over here, but this always confuses me, at least on the first playthrough that I did. There is just one collectible over here. It's a light magic gem. The way that it's framed against the rest of the background makes it look like it's a lot more important than it is. But there's actually more platforming back over to the left, over here.
Oh.
This is the main path.
So we gotta almost be maxed out on light and dark now.
We're getting very close, yes. Yeah, it's where we are one slot, upgrade slot away on each of light, dark, and or light, shadow, and life.
Well, that's ominous.
I gotta say, I did not expect Universal Studios to open a ride in hell, but all right, if it works for them.
As long as they're in the black, they'll keep doing it. Oh, you.
I'll never get tired of that little butt wiggle he does.
That's where Gabriel gets tired of him and just stabs him in the heart. The Chupacabra was a woman all along.
The Chupacabra was just every annoying video game character you've ever played personified. Or ever fought against.
And then the knife goes in.
Yeah, see, Jar Jar Binks is on the record as he thinks that the Chupacabra was quite tiresome.
Well, when you're getting roasted by Jar Jar, you know you've done something wrong.
Anyway, I grabbed the I grabbed the life gem there, and messing around with this puzzle because I kind of forgotten how this works. Basically, you have to destroy the 3 masks that are protecting the Chupacabra's cage. And you also have to power the units that are powering the lasers. You have to use a dark crystal.
So this uses up one of your crystals.
Yeah, and you can't power up more than 1 crystal at a time.
Gabriel, you have to find 3 more shards. Ah! It's back! Ooh.
Yeah, this is the hint scroll for this area. Eventually, I got around to remembering how this puzzle works. It took a while. I hadn't practiced this level as much as I did the others. And of course, this is a video game. It always works in 3s.
Yep.
Over here, monkey boy.
Watch who you're calling a monkey boy, Chupacabra. After all, you made a monkey boy specifically because one of your motion capture artists was did a really good monkey impression, and because your black magician vendor was too boring on his own, so he needed a monkey that had a Coca-Cola addiction. Who are you to judge?
So this is Drebin's monkey's ancestor.
I like to think that this puzzle was also the inspiration for all of those Zadornov missions in Peace Walker. Except, of course, it had to happen 6 times instead of 3. You know, he had to one-up the team at Mercury's team somehow.
Short of sanctuary.
Was that a question or a statement?
I'll have you know it's a reading correction.
Hot, hot.
He was actually just swiping right on Tinder. All right, let's get rid of some zombies here, and this is the last Chupacabra part of the game.
Oh, thank God.
I recently finished recording footage for Castlevania Lords of Shadow Mirror of Fate, the spin-off. There is no Chupacabra in that game, so this is the last that we'll be seeing of the Chupacabra until Lords of Shadow 2.
Oh, Chupacabra, we loved you. I can't back that up.
You will once we get to Lords of Shadow 2.
Okay. God protect us all from the spell, huh?
Well, we've got to restore God's phone line first.
AT&T, we won't be out for 2 weeks.
Oh, the Lord works in mysterious ways, and that includes how he set up his phone plan. We got a lot of enemies here, so I think we need to buy the last advanced move. Or the second last advanced move. This is the airwave flap. It's the double jump extension for the Shoryuken. It's a good way to group enemies together. We're gonna group all these zombies together and do this. Okay, let's try that again. Try and see if we can get some more enemies together.
Oh, that is just beautiful for crowd control.
Yep.
There's nothing but death before me, and there will be nothing but death after me.
Well, the poor guy gave up.
I'm disappointed in myself. I didn't count them.
Yeah, there is one last puzzle at the end here. That door is closed. We're going to have to ring these two gongs somehow. Well, we're going to have to ring them really quickly. So we can use the Dark Gauntlet. For some reason, I thought the shoulder dash worked as well, but it doesn't. I was kind of surprised.
I like that puzzle. It doesn't overstay its welcome.
Yeah, it's very quick. In and out, right at the end, and we don't see anything like that again.
Thank you for being reasonable, ending.
By the way, we killed 153 zombies in this level.
I feel like that was simple enemy to offset the fact that the level is kind of graphically complex.
Yeah, it's not a very long
By
level.
the very flames of hell itself, the crematory oven is where the gravedigger does his ghastly work. A powerful demon.
It's where hell's most wonderful pizzas are made.
With one stroke, the gravedigger will
Chicago style.
Gabriel, given half the chance. Yet
Anyone who dares to call Chicago-style pizza a pizza gets thrown into the oven.
This could be interesting indeed. I sense Gabriel's rage welling up within him, and I wonder who is the more terrible, our hero or the demon.
Good God, stop foreshadowing.
I don't know. I think Zobek's kind of enjoying this.
I'm starting to suspect.
It's not as though his narration has become more and more ominous throughout this entire game.
Yeah, this is not the happy-go-lucky Zobek that we started with.
Well, hello there, big fella.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's... Yeah, that's a hell of a shovel, bud.
Yeah, so that big guy that we saw earlier, that's the Gravedigger. And again, much like the previous level, this level is not going to be very long. I like the Gravedigger's design. I think he's like the Bomberman Act Zero version of Shovel Knight. I really like him. And it also happens to be a great boss to fight as well. Although I'm not entirely sure why they decided to warm you up with the with these creeping coffins and the corpses, because they give you a health refill and magic refills right after this.
Yeah, that seems excessive. But I mean, we are at the end, and that's generally where Castlevania games get excessive.
On the plus side, we have confirmed that the Order of No Quarter is Lords of Shadow canon. Yeah, see, like, what was the point of that warm-up? We've already,
Yeah.
there is a boss later on that actually does a better job of not giving you the refill before a fight.
It seems like the stakes for that fight were not well thought out.
That being said, this boss is actually really good. It's tough, but really cool.
Oh my god. It's Pyramid Head's brother, Hornhawk. Oh, that is a hell of a design.
Yeah, as a reminder for the folks at home, this game came out about 3 or 4 years before Shovel Knight did. So really, that game is the lighter and softer design of the Gravekeeper.
Yeah, this is that's Gravekeeper for children. This is adult Gravekeeper.
Yeah. So, in terms of what attacks you can actually parry as opposed to what is unblockable, one of the stranger ones is that there is... so, for instance, that prehensile attack that he does with his mouth, that's parryable, as well as the overhead attack with his shovel. Not the one where he digs into the ground to summon creeping corpses. But that one right there, that's parryable.
Oh my god.
The best way to fight him is not to do what I'm doing, which is to get into close range. You want to try and stay within medium range. But at this point, I had done several retakes, and I was just trying to get a fight that looked reasonably decent and aggressive, while also being generally lucky.
I mean, you're down to the point where bare-knuckle boxing this guy is almost an option.
Alright, so here's the trick for this fight. Let's try and finish him.
Oh my god, yes. Holy shit, dude.
I didn't seem to do much of anything. Now, thankfully, he recovers 1/3 of his health. The one thing I wish I'd gotten in this take is that you can't, since you can parry the tentacle attack that he does, I wish I had gotten a take of that, but unfortunately it was not during this run. I think I may have gotten it during the trial, which there will be a trial for pretty much like the second half of the game. All the trials for that will be in a video that will be right towards the end of the LP.
I'm guessing this is another speedrun trial.
No, it actually has to do with the creeping corpses. Anyway, let's go over and turn this crowbar instead.
Oh.
And do that before we start the QTE. See if that changes anything.
This is gonna be brutal.
No, my shovel. Keep away. Bad boy. You don't know how to use this.
Tell my husband I love him.
I had the high ground, Anakin! Oh, do we get to keep the shovel?
I wish we did. Unfortunately, no.
Oh.
That last QTE is pretty much guaranteed to make sure you screw up at least once on this fight. I did it. I'm pretty sure that everyone else who's played this game screwed up on that QTE. You probably didn't even see it. Like, as the tentacles were coming up to grab him. Like, did you even see that one?
No.
Yeah, it's barely noticeable. Anyway, this place is full of lava. We gotta run. So this is one of the few, like, really big platforming set pieces in the game. You can't really tell from here, but that lava is rising, and we're on the clock.
Oh. Ugh.
So we got to run.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
And of course, they put a collectible in here right near the end. And it's in the complete opposite direction of where we need to go.
Dicks.
But during this sequence, at least during its initial sequence, we don't need to divert. It's as we climb up here. The exit is toward the left, but we need to go to the right first in order to grab the last shadow gem.
Yeah, take your time, Gabriel.
Yeah, unfortunately, you cannot do the sort of that shuffle over there because this is a curved wall. There we go.
You know you have a quality title when even the horrifying shit is beautiful when you view it from certain angles.
Oh yeah, it's definitely good. Well, we've killed the gravedigger, so that means that everyone who's in hell, their bodies are just gonna be, flopping around everywhere with no one to dispose of them. You continue to do the Lord's work, Gabriel. Great job.
Yep.
Bravo.
Sanitation is at an all-time low thanks to you, Gabriel.
Yep. A true hero for this generation.
Yeah. Yep. Gabriel, the original Killjoy.